Trends exist. The question is, can we gauge a trend real time? All about making an educated guess. Are the dice hot? Are the dice cold? Are the numbers hot? Are the numbers cold? Can we make the right guess? And that's really what it is. It's about making the right guess. There's no real magic to it. It's just about watching what's happening at the table and trying to guess more correctly than incorrectly. In our past Trend Bettor series, we did pretty good. I think I ended up getting close to the $1,800 mark, and that was over the course of 7 sessions that rolled 70 plus rolls each. So about over 500 rolls probably. And I identified during that play some missed opportunities. The missed opportunities is not on hot number, cold number. Those were identified, right? And we got lucky on making some good guesses. The question really is, how do you gauge the table? And that's what this next series is going to be about. The next series is going to be about gauging the table in addition to watching for the numbers being hot or cold. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. I'm going to call it Trend Bettor 2.0. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting the practice that I'm going to get in on that. And I'm looking forward to you guys watching it and commenting and giving me your opinions on what you see that I don't see. Anyway, if you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications of all new videos we have. Welcome. This is Chris from the Craps Couple, and we are going to continue trend betting. This is going to be the Trend Bettor 2.0. The objective of this series is to define hot numbers, cold numbers, and also hot table, cold table. And what are we going to do if it transitions from a cold table to a hot table? We are going to start as if it's a cold table. We're going to start as if we don't know anything that's going on with the table. We're going to start looking for trends. We're going to start looking for hot numbers, but we're going to continuously watch the table's temperature. Now, the way I'm going to gauge the temperature is I have 3 chips here that I'm going to hold off camera. And if I hit don't pass, don't pass, don't pass, then I know that it's cold, right? If the don't pass wins. If the front line wins 3 times in a row, or at least it's +3 in the back and forth, if it's choppy and it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, if it gets 3 times, if it's +3 wins, then I'm going to make a decision that the temperature of the table is either hot or it's really close to hot, and I may make a transition into the pass line. So if I make a transition to the pass line, I'm going to put a $25 bet on the pass line. If that happens to hit a hot number and the point, let's say the point's established at 6 and that's a hot number, I'm going to put odds behind it, probably 2.5, 2 times odds or something like that. And if it's a cold number, then I'll leave the odds off and I'll bet 2 of the numbers that I think are going to hit. We're going to do 3 collects. This whole strategy is all about 3 collects, and then you freestyle from there. You can press if you want to. Now, the big thing is, how is this going to work? I have a $1,787 bankroll, which is what I left with the Trend Bettor Craps Strategy series that I've already put out. I'm going to put a banner up there for you to check that out, because that's kind of the beginning of all this in regards to what do we bet, how do we bet, how do we get to our bets, and how did we do? We started with a $600 bankroll on episode 1, and we ended at episode 7 with $1,787. And that's exactly what you see right here. This is going to be episode 1. I'm looking forward to this. I've been playing a little bit offline. I think it's going to do great, but I don't know. This is when you really know whether or not a strategy is going to play out. This is all based up on a 72 roll burst or a 72 roll session. So I'm not going back and thinking about what it did in the previous session. I acknowledge it, but I don't bet it. So there's something to that. The 72 roll or the 72 roll session is a fresh look at the table when you step back to it, so you don't have any preconceived notions of what the table's going to do. You don't overthink it. So maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. More data the merrier, but at the same time, the more data you have, the more confusing it can be. So 72 rolls, we're going to get started. $180 bet on the don't pass. That's going to give us $90 to bet on the 6 and the 8. But let's roll this thing out. Dice are out. 9. Center field 9 is going to be the point. Center field 9 is going to be the point. So I am attempting to go to $5,400 right here. $5,400 is what I'm doing. So we're going to go ahead and put 90 out here, which is going to be an even, it's going to be an even roll if we just get a PSO or 0.7 out. But our intent is not for that. Our intent is to hopefully get a 6 and an 8 right here. And there's a 10 hard. So that's not going to be helpful for us. That's a dead roll. Dice route. And a 7 out. So yeah, just a wash. So the 7s they're hot right now, but that's $180 here, $180 down there. It's a wash. We're off to a new shooter. Here we go. Dice are out. And a 7. That's a frontline winner. So the 7's appearing to be the hot number right now. I mean, that's 2 7s already. So we have basically, that's our first win. I'm going to put these chips out here so you can see that. That's the first win for the front line. The don't pass did have 1. So I guess right now it's just a wash. So here we go. Dice route. 6 easy. All right, so 6 is the new point. And right now the table, it's very early on what's hot and what's not. So let's pick up a 9 and we got the 8. 5. No field 5. This didn't help us. And a 7 out. 7 out. So right now the table is seeming choppy. So we made a little money. We got 90 and 75. It's 165. Another 15 will make 180. We'll pay that right here. And the dice are back there. The 7s are hot. All right, dice are out. And there's another 7. So that is a loss. So we're going backwards. The 7s are hot, which is something to recognize. That means that maybe they stay hot, maybe they don't. But right now, betting on the 7 is the way to go. And there's an 8. 8 easy. So everything appears to be cold except the 7. So right now, the smart bet would be to bet some odds on that 8. So I've got $90 on that 8, which gives me the opportunity to bet a 6. A $90 bet's going to pay $75 down there. I think that's right. And let's bet, I don't know, let's bet a $75 10. So I have $165. We're betting on that 7, the big red. And there's a 10. We're also betting on that 10. Fantastic. Now the reason I bet that 10 is it is now currently a hot, it looks like it's hot-ish. You know, it's hard to tell this early, but it seemed hot-ish. All right, dice are out. And there's the 7. 7 out. So noticing that the 7s are hot is another thing that can give you an advantage. 100, 75, 80, so that pays that there, and then we get a $75 on that 7. And the 7s are hot, so why not capitalize it when you're in a position to? Now on the come out roll, it's not gonna be your friend, but after that, it's your friend on the don't pass. 10 hard. So we know right now, I'm suspicious of the 10s. The 10s they're probably just as probable as the 7s are right now. I don't think I'm going to put odds. They're equally, statistically probable right now, but there's nothing else really to bet. So right now with the table the way it is, I think I would reserve the bet and just bet against it. Just bet against it this time. I know that's a little different, but this table, you got to adapt. If the 7s are what's hot, I don't know if I'd put my money out there right now. The 10s are competing with the 7s pretty strongly. That's it. There's nothing else hot at this table. All right, so let's see what happens here. Dice route. And there's a 10 hard. I mean, you cannot change what the table's doing, right? So we lost that very quickly just on a repeat roll. So trust me, that was a lucky guess, but it wasn't, it was an educated guess. All right, so here we go, dice route. Hard 4. Now that's a little different. That's a little different. That one is not as high. Now that's a first appearance, so it's a little early. But you know, why not? Why not put $100 out there to give us another 50 to bet? The good news is we can bet 75, heck, maybe 100 on that 10. And maybe that's all that we roll with is the 7 and the 10. We got 2 of the best numbers. So dice route. Ooh, and the 4. 4 easy. Okay, well, that's not a cold number then. So yeah, you got to make some choices on the front end that are risky, let's say. So that's a loss. I've been forgetting to put that chip out there. And there's a 7. So now the 7s are hot. So we've got 2 pass line winners back to back. And we are going backwards. So we've got to make a change in a minute if we don't change something here. 6. 6 easy. Okay, so 6 is going to be the point. To me, the 6s haven't been great. We're going to bet on that 7 now. And we're going to bet, let's see, 50-50, we'll bet 120. Let's bet. Let's go for 2. Let's put 200 on that 7. We'll leave the 100 out there on the actual 10. So we're now $200 in odds, which is going to pay, what is that? Wait, I might need to put that in a more equal state. So let's do 180. 180 will pay 150. All right, let's go. Dice route. 5. No field 5. So very, very strange table. You know, hot 7s were coming out the gate. And now we've had some very interesting rolls. This is very choppy table. 6, oh my goodness, it's a very unlucky table for the don't pass. Okay, well that just happened. So we just hit our third loss. And now we're gonna have to move to the pass line. So here we go. Let me move these up here because this table is very strange. All right, so make sure I put that in, and I did. Excellent. And dice are out. 9, center field 9. So the 9s they're kind of normal right now, but everything is kind of normal. So I'm going to put $25 in odds. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll do that there. I'll put 25 on the 10, and I'm a little leery right now of everything that this table's doing. But let's see if I can change my mind. 2 aces in both places. 2 craps. We were 22 rolls in, and we pretty much had our butt handed to us. But there is a 10, so that's going to be helpful. 50 bucks, and we'll pay the $2 big. All right, and we are continuing to roll. 3 craps. Ace deuce doesn't help us. Dice route. 8 easy. So now it looks like the 7s might be a little cold. 4 easy. That 4 is starting to look a little warm. And there's another 4. It is definitely hot now. Not going to place a bet yet. 5. So we're getting a run right here on this shooter, which had we been playing the other way, would have helped us. And that's a 7 out. So that's a loss on our pass line bet. So I'm just keeping up with what's going on with the table. Back out here with 25 bucks off to a new shooter. Nice route. 9, back on that 9. We're going to need some money. Got to change out our blue chip. So there's 5. And need to get some more. Come back here. All right, so we've got $25 on that 9. We're going to pick up a $25 4, $25 10, and we are going to go for, man, that 7 is still hot. We're going to do that right there because I am still a little skittish. There's an 8 easy. I believe the 8, that flipped over. I believe the 8s might be getting a little warm. No, not yet. Not yet. 3 craps. And dice route. Apologize for the ringer. 9. I didn't put any odds on that. Dadgummit. I meant to put odds on that. So we got $9. That's a $25 winner there. So that takes away this one. That was a mistake. I should have had odds on that, but that's okay. That's the way it happens when you get distractions going on. Here we go. Dice are out. Yo 11. So we are definitely rocking and rolling on this pass line now. There's 2 back-to-back winners on the pass line. We're not betting an incredible amount. Obviously, $25 minimum bet. But I have now established that I'm feeling really good about some points. So I am going to put that out there. The 6. I'm going to put 50 on that. So we're going for the pass line now. We're all in for a hot table. And there's that 6. 6 easy. So that helps a lot. So we got 50 on the, or 60 on the odds, 25 there. Our money's still out there. So definitely on the pass line right now, and it's keeping us from going backwards as bad as we was before. My goodness. Dice route. 5. No field 5. So right now, I think the 5s are, you know, I'm going to bet it. You know, I'm betting on the hot table right now. That's what I'm doing. 9, center field 9. We're betting on a hot table. 8 easy. So we're not getting the trends right now because there's really no trend to be identified. 7 out. Big loss. Big loss. Didn't get anything there. So we are missing everything. But that was a loss on the pass line, so I'm going to put that out there. And we are off to the next shooter. We are 40 rolls into this. This has been the most choppy, ugly session I've ever had. 7, that's a frontline winner. So we'll take that back. And why not just go ahead and parlay that bet a little bit. Let's go in a little bit on that frontline winner. Oof, 12. You talking about making every bet incorrectly. That's what's going on here. All right, 25 bucks. Back on that. And there's a 7. I'm going to parlay it again because I want to see boxcars come again. 6 easy. All right, we got a 6. The 6s are kind of, you know, mediocre right now. The 4s have cooled off tremendously. They're not anything. So we're going to definitely put some money on that 6. And we are also going to put $25 on that 10. And we'll just play it like that. There's that 10. Excellent. Whew. Man, I'm just getting to wonder. I know sometimes this is an educated guess and it's about judgment partially, and it's about data. It's the other part of it. But another part of it altogether is just how are the dice rolling? And whew, man, it's been tough. 6 is the point. So we win 50 there and 60 here. That's helpful. You know, I thought about just putting them all out there and just doing a 3 hits and down right now. But the pass line, I want to commit to the pass line when I believe the pass line is the way to bet. Dice route. 8 easy. Same thing. The 8s have been somewhat hot, but not tremendously. I'm going to put 50 on it because I believe in the hot table right now. And there's a 9, center field 9. We didn't get anything on that one. There's a 5, and we didn't get anything on that one. So the 9s are looking pretty good now, and the 7 out. Oof. Man, that hurts. That hurts. I almost wished I was doing a don't come progression here. We are down tremendously. Tremendously. And that was another one. So it feels like the table is going cold to me. Feels like it's going cold, but that's only 2 losses. So I'm going to be a little timid right here because I have to catch the wave. Aces. So now I am officially, we've lost her 3 times. So I am all the way back on our don't pass progression with a 180. Solid. Here we, whoa, come back here, dice. 5. No field 5. So the sevens are still the hot number. So we've got to play some odds there. I've got to get some change. It's got to happen right now. The only other thing I would probably bet right now is the 10. So we're going to put $75 on that 10. But honestly, we're going to bet 150 against that 5. I believe we've changed. I believe this table has finally changed for us. 7 out. There we go. Lord mercy, that was tough. That was a tough run. So 150 will pay 1, and then of course the 180. So I think we are back on a table that's friendly to our bet style. I've got to figure out a better strategy to weather a storm like that. I'll review the video, but wow, my goodness. Dice route. 8 hard. So the 8's cold, still, I'm betting on that 7. So we're going to go with a 180. It's going to be a $150 winner if we get it. And I'm still going to put 75 on that 10. And that's my bets. I'm betting on the big red. And there's the big red. 7 out. So we're catching up from all those losses. So we said 150 on that one, and then of course 180. I mean, you got to do what the table is telling you to do. You can't just go in there with a preconceived strategy. I mean, when the 7s are hot, oh, and you're getting crushed like we got crushed, you got to change something up. This has been a struggle. There's a come out winner. That's an 11 yo. So not great. Not great. We need to, that's one of those chips down there. And man, this is a tough fight, but I'm in it. And there's a 10. There is a 10. That is the number that we've been wanting. So now again, we've got that fight between that 10 and that 7. This is where I don't know what to do. The 10 and the 7 have been fighting. I'm gonna bet on that dang big red. Let's go. And there it is. That was only gut, y'all. It actually, the 7s were a higher likelihood of hitting in regards to the percentages and in their frequency of normal distribution. So it was an educated guess, but you just never know. It is what it is, right? So there's 100 on that, and then 180 on this one, and we'll take that back. So good. This is a battle, y'all. If you're not seeing it, I'm feeling it. I'll tell you that right now. I am feeling it. We are 58 rolls in, and there's a 6 easy, but I am all in on the 7. All in. It's just not all in. That's the wrong thing to say, but I am definitely, I'm putting my odds where I think they need to be. I'm also going to put something on that 10. I'm not opposed to that 10. Everything else has just been weird. Yo 11. So we are 60 rolls in to this battle, and there's a 7 out. 60 rolls in. So that will pay 150 on the odds and 180 on the other one. I got to come up with a better pass line light side strategy. That was not very good for us. Or choppy table the way it was. I think it hurt me more than a don't pass would have. I probably should have stayed on the don't pass, and it would have probably been better. Dice route. 9. Center field 9. Still. Why mess with a good thing? All right, so 150, 200. What will 200 pay? No, we'll just put 150 out there. 150 will pay 100. And we've got the 10. Let's put 50 on the 10. The 7 is better, but the 10, we'll see. 9s aren't bad either. 5. That's the sister. That's the sister. We want the big red. And there she is. 7 out. So we made some changes in our betting, and it's actually made a big difference in, watching the table, what it's doing. And we have not recovered, but we have at least given ourselves a little bit closer to our bankroll, our original bankroll that we started out with. Dice route. 5. No field. That is a no field 5. And I'm still doing the same game right now. I am putting 150 odds on that. And the 10s, pretty good. We'll put 50 on that. Not real committed to it. 8 easy. I'm real committed to the 7. I mean, the 7 is scorching. Yo 11. So that is the bet. The bet is the big red. Aces. Aces in both places. So there's bouncing around. There's another yo 11. We got 69 rolls in. 12 midnight. This will probably be our last shooter. And then we'll count our money. And there's the 5. The point's 5. So now we got to finish this shooter. Big loss. And we got to put another 180 out. Oof. Dice route. 5. Back on that. 5. So now we could go 2 times, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put 180. We'll do 180 for, wait, I think it's going to have to be 175. No, 200 for 175. I think that's right. No, let's put 225. 225 for 175. Okay, what do we got? So the 5s are heating up. The 10s are mediocre now. So let's just see what happens. We're betting on that big red. And there it is. Oof, that helps because it was going to be problematic had it not. What did I say this was? 175. So 75 pays 50. 150. It's one. So 150. 150 there and 180 here. So that is the end of session or episode 1 for the Trend Bettor 2.0. Right now, that's not worthy, to be honest with you. That's just not a worthy, that was not a worthy showing of the Trend Bettor 2.0. It just was not. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 13, 14, 1,450, 1,475, 1,500, 1,515, 1,520, 1,525, 1,527. So 260 bucks. It's a $260 loser there. It was a struggle. My goodness, was that ever a struggle. And I don't know exactly how to adapt any better than we adapted, and we recovered a lot of our money. But gosh, what a battle. So let's take a look at the actual craps tree. It was a lot different than I've seen myself, but I do know that there's a lot of different trees I have not seen. But good night. Check this out. Look at those 7s. I mean, nothing else was really hot except the 7s. There on the end, the 5s got hot, and they knocked us off on one of the rolls. The 10s cooled off. The 11s were hot. But my goodness, y'all, that was a battle. That was a real battle. I did not know if we was going to recover from that. But by recognizing that the 7 was hot and betting that trend, we stayed in the game. I mean, and that's what happened. I mean, that's all that happened. That was just an educated guess that the 7s were crushing it, and they did crush it. They hit 17 times out of 73 rolls. That should have been 12 tops. And they actually weren't as hot there on the end as they, well, no, they did pretty good. It was pretty equally hot all the way across. But what a game. What a game. That was episode 1. I'm going to publish it just like it is. I know I got my butt handed to me in the beginning. I can't change what happened, but I am going to try to change what's going to happen. That was a step backwards, obviously, but it did not kill us too bad. That was a serious battle. So thanks, guys, for watching. I hope to see you next time. Stay lucky, my friends.